What's up everyone, Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7, and we have something different today. This time I've got another little mini drone. It's a 75mm KingKong Tiny 7. Now these bad boys come in a bind and fly version and a ready to fly version, and that is what I have here. They are not brushless like the DYS that I previously did. They are brushed, and they are probably perfect for the beginner trying to get into like FPV racing or just in general FPV flying. Okay, so the ready to fly version comes in this cardboard box with a little carry handle. Not like I'll be using this when you're going out to the field. It's cardboard, so it will degrade, but let's just have a quick look inside and see what you get before we give her a first maiden flight. Okay, it's nicely packaged with this black foam here, and because it is the ready to fly version, it does come with this F6 444 gigahertz radio control, and it's, you know, it's not going to be the best quality out there, but for, I think it's roughly just over $100 US ready to fly, it's decent, and yeah, it comes ready bound and ready to fly. Okay, there is not much else in here, so what I'll do, I'll move this out of the way, and there we go. Kind of comes in this Tupperware container or like a kid's lunchbox. I know the bind and fly version just comes in this from other videos I've seen, so yeah, it's pretty interesting packaging. But the good thing about it, as you can see, it is very small, and it's only 75mm from diagonal to diagonal there, so it's very small, and of course it is very light. But I'll put this aside and see what else you get. Now the awesome thing about this, you get 5 batteries, which is excellent, because the worst thing about these is just having one battery going out for a 4 to 5 minute run, and yeah, having to come back and charge it. So these are of size 500 milliamp hour, 3.7 volt, 30C lipos, and I've seen they roughly run for about 4 to 5 minutes. So that's excellent. 5 of those, you can't be upset about that. Now the sweet thing about this charger, not only you can charge via USB, but if you're out in the field, you can use a 2S or 4S battery to charge. So that's awesome. So you just, you know, plug your lipo in there and you get your batteries, and you can just put them all up there together like that. Very cool. And if you're out and about in the field, that is excellent. Roughly takes about 30 to 40 minutes to charge. As you can see there, you just plug all the batteries in there, and once a battery is charged, this green light will go out and there'll be no light there at all, and you know you are ready to go. So I really do like this you know, on the go kind of charger here. 2 to 4S only, and you can either use your basic micro USB, and I just kind of plug it into, you can plug it into the computer, or you can kind of use an iPhone charger or Android charger as well, and you know, boost it up a little bit. So that's really cool. I do like this charger, and you can change it from 200 milliamps, which is on the I think it's a KingKong 5 or something like that, the smaller drone, or up to 500 milliamps on this particular drone, which is excellent. I really think it's a cool charger and pretty unique as well. If different colours are your thing, you don't like the yellow, you can obviously choose the pink, white or red canopy that comes with it as well, so that's a kind of a nice touch. And not only that, it also includes full set of propellers for each of those colours as well, so you get a huge amount of spare parts of this, and if you want to swap the colours out, you can, and yeah, you got the blades to go with it, and ample amount of spare props if you manage to break it, even though it has this kind of, it'd be pretty difficult with this fan guard here to, or sorry, the propeller guard here to actually break those. Now you also get this cheat sheet which gives you the Tiny 6 and the Tiny 7, and it's in English and Chinese. It just gives you a brief overview of the parts, what you get, and the frequency table and kind of stuff like that. You also get a little prop removing tool here, and you also get a few spare parts here as well. Okay, so here is the KingKong Tiny 7, 75mm to blade, or in the description they call it wheelbase, which seems kind of strange. I don't know if that's correct terminology used for drones. Up front here, as you can see, it looks very similar to the Blade Inductrix or even the DYS one that I reviewed earlier, and actually I'll get it up later on and show you it side to side, because that one is 83mm compared to this 75. Now up front and center we have an 800 TVL HD camera with 150 degree field of view. Also has a 5.8 gigahertz, 16 channel, 25 milliwatt image transmission there. Now sandwiched in all this plastic is an F3 flight controller, as you can see. It's kind of like a purpley, dark purple colour there. You have 4 720 cordless brush motors here with a fan diameter of 40 millimeters. Now the batteries that come included are a little bit tricky to get in and install. They do have a bit of a friction fit there, but in a way that's a good thing. They won't be flying out mid-flight. It says roughly takes about 15-20 minutes to charge a battery, and you'll get roughly 4 to 5 minutes on a full charge. Now the controller that comes with it is very nice. It only requires 4 AA batteries, which is excellent. It is in mode 2. It does have trims at work, and yeah, once you get it outside you just trim it up. The only real switch that works is this disarm button, and when you're in flight, if you push this button up accidentally, the rotors or the blades will stop and your drone will fall. So just be careful where that is. So regardless of this position switch, if it's disarmed, the drone won't arm up. You got to click that down to arm and then give it some throttle. Channel 6 switch over here does not work, but because it has Betaflight on there, you can program it to like acro mode, which is awesome. But from factory, it just has like a horizon mode or stability mode from set, so regardless whatever position this switch is in, it won't affect the flight. So it's just on stability mode or horizon mode. I'm not exactly sure what it is called, but yeah. But you can also, the good thing about this drone, plug it in, install Betaflight on your computer, and yeah, you can switch it to acro mode, which is great. And just for some size comparison, here is a DYS 83mm drone. You can see the difference there. So 75 to 83mm, and you can see that obviously the size difference, but the very similar design language. They all look very similar to like the Blade Inductrix and drones like that on the market, but this DYS drone is really quick. It's a brushless drone, super punchy, and yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for first time flyers, kind of like myself. I think this brushed style will definitely suit the newbies, and even if you're professional, it still is kind of fun to fly around. They are very light, so breaking things I don't think would be much of a problem. And just for giggles, here is a little furry bee. As you can see, it's tiny, and it's same design language as well. You got the kind of ducks around the fans there as well, so very similar. There you go, there you can see the size difference. But what I'll do, I'll stop blabbering on now. I'll charge up some batteries, put some batteries in the controller, and let's go outside and give it its first flight. Now, I really enjoyed this drone. I hope you like that DVR footage there. I am no, by any means, an expert or a decent flyer. I'm getting the hang of it, and this particular drone, even though it is only brushed motors, it does have plenty of punch. Not as much as the DYS that I reviewed earlier, but for a beginner drone, it is fantastic. The footage seems to be pretty decent from the DVR, or from the camera, sorry, and the range is acceptable as well, given though it's a small little antenna here and nothing special on the end. So just for the price of it, I think just over $100, it is fantastic, especially when you consider you're getting the controller, that awesome unique charger there. We can use a battery to charge it up, or the USB, and you're getting 500 milliamp hour 30C batteries. I think you can't really beat it. As you've seen from the footage as well, I obviously hit it a few times, smashed it into the concrete, into trees, even hit into the gutter, which was a little bit wet there, and no issues whatsoever. I've been doing some lawn trimmings there, as you can see. As soon as it hits the grass and you don't stop the throttle, you'll cut the grass nicely. So overall, really good. And yeah, I really like the design. And when you put the battery in here, I said before that it is pretty hard to get in there, but that is fine. And it's really handy. It just falls in there nicely, and the battery switch and the power lead is just really well designed. It just, there's no stressing the wires. Everything just fits in there really nicely, plugs in really easily. Now, the DVR footage I captured was with this Aomway DVR monitor. It's got diversity as well, which is great. I'll leave a link in the description for this and the KingKong drone itself. These are all from GearBest, so go check it out. Like I said, bang for buck, can't beat it. I definitely will be doing some more practice on this because I'm really enjoying this FPV stuff, especially driving around the house. It is really fun. That's it, guys. Steve here again from RC Tanks and Trucks 24/7. Thanks for watching. Any comments, please leave them down below. If you haven't, please subscribe. Heaps of cool content coming up. But yeah, see you in the next video.